Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for the
I just want to
invite.
ask you, first and foremost, what do you think are the main positive and negative impacts of having so much renewable energy on the South African grid?
I think in terms of the impact, first of all, I think before the grid itself, I mean, in terms of clean energy, you have clean energy being connected onto the grid, which sort of alleviates carbonization issues. But in terms of the grid itself, one thing we have to realize about renewable energy is that it's much quicker to connect than your normal fossil fuel. It takes less years, to connect. It's a bit more robust in the sense that you can sometimes predict it, but the mere fact that in terms of construction time and the amount spent to get it online, it's much less compared to your fossil fuel, and yeah, I think it's just pure clean energy, which is good.
Yeah.
Which is good, yeah.
And
Yeah.
as we're pursuing this much clean energy and we're
Yeah.
moving towards an energy transition, what do you see solar looking like in South Africa in the next 10 years?
I think we have seen good penetration of solar throughout the years. Since from if you look at the DMRE projects from the RIP program, where there's been a lot of solar coming in onto the grid. Moving forward, we have some issues in terms of grid constraints, but I foresee solar, being coupled with your battery storages to make it be even more, reliable, from the sense that you could have, the same solar energy, from when there's no sun, meaning that it will all be stored in the battery, in the battery storages, and then used when there's no sun. So I probably, in terms of how I look at solar, I see it as a hybrid going forward, being better as a hybrid going forward, to allow that flexibility, whether it's coupled with wind generation and then connected by a virtual plant, a virtual power plant, or whether it's just coupled, in terms of just a battery storage and providing sort of a flat, a flat cap in terms of what it can provide into the system. So yeah, basically that's how I see it. So there's still a future for solar.
Great, that's
Definitely.
great to hear. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.